Welcome back to Expeditions, a Mudrunner game. In this episode, things don't go quite to plan with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back here on Expeditions Mudrunner Game. I'm going to put this at the start of this episode, although this is slightly out of sequence. During the episode and the previous episode, and maybe even the one before, depends how many of them you've watched, I was talking about the slots and how I was adjusting my vehicles, getting extra roof rack space, storage space, side pods, those kind of things. But it wasn't letting me put stuff in. I'm sure people by now have already commented, but I will say this again. At the time of recording this, the embargo hasn't lifted yet. So videos can post from 5 p.m. on the 29th of February, and the game releases on the 5th of March. So at the time of recording this, the embargo hasn't lifted, none of my videos have posted, so obviously there's been no feedback, there's been no comments. So as I'm working my way through this, I'm unlocking and finding new things. But there was something really obvious that I missed, and I apologise. So during the episode, or possibly the last episode, I said I was going to spend some time in the garage going through, making sure I'd done up my vehicles as best as I could with what I needed to. So I think one of them I was talking about was the Cotco Canyon. If I click on that to customize, and we go across to here, when I've gone down to some of the options, I think it might be when I was going to put the vehicle in to work. It was talking about resources. There we go. So on that page there, it says resources, 10 slots. But I couldn't put anything in them. So when I was driving around the map, my roof racks were empty, my side pods were empty. It just didn't make any sense. I couldn't work out why. It was very peculiar. So I came in to do some work on all my vehicles. And when I clicked on this and went across to exterior here, and this is where you generally find like on roof, I've got the metal detector option, roof rack, spotlight mount. So my roof rack, if I come down now, you'll see, look, my roof rack's got a lot of stuff in it. That's because on this screen, on the exterior screen, there's a bit down the bottom there that I missed that says fill slots. So on that one, on all of the vehicles, if I click on that, it then gives me all of my options. So my rear wheel carrier, my roof rack, and my miscellaneous, so the side pods on the back by the windows, I can then go through and I can cycle what I want. Now I can sell from that slot or I can add to the slot. So what I did was went through, I put in 3 fuel cans on the roof, I put in 3 spare parts, and I've got light kit A on my, because on the front I went for a light option, but I didn't have a light to go on it, and that's where I found it under here. If I go to my miscellaneous, on the side at the back, I've got 2 more fuel cans. On the rear, I've got a spare tyre. So I think it actually did 2 tyres on that. If I come back out, come out again, and we'll go up to, say, for example, the Action. That was the same. Go across to my exterior. I have a roof rack on this. And again, I did the same thing. But down the bottom again, it then says fill slots. If I click on that, on this one, I've only got the roof rack. So it depends what vehicle you've got, what side pods, what you've unlocked, what things you've got adjusted. So on that one, I've got 2 extra fuel cells and I've got 2 lots of spare parts. So that will mean that when I was out doing one of my missions in the last episode, and I got to the point where I could craft a bridge, and I only had 50 repair or spare parts, and it required 150 because now, depending on what vehicle I utilise, for example, the Cotco Canyon, I've got a lot more spare parts stored on the roof of that. So, so it was one of those things. I missed it. It was an obvious thing once you realised. But again, when you're making your videos and you're going through, and I'm on this screen, I'm normally going down this menu. I wasn't looking at the stuff just in from that, where it says your resource slots. I was reading that and going, that doesn't make any sense. I missed that little bit down the bottom that says fill slots. So that's how you do it. That's how increase how you increase your fuel capacity. It's how you increase your extra tires, all those kind of things by doing that. So I just thought I would add that in to the video at the start. Not a tutorial per se, bit of advice, information sharing, just so you know, because now I do. It's going to make life a little bit easier. Means I'm not having to panic as much about needing to find fuel. I still will need to, but I've got a lot more fuel on board to utilise, which is absolutely brilliant. Oh, the good thing about that as well is when you do come to picking, actually, if I come back out, I'll just click on little Colorado, for example. If I click on free roam, pick my vehicle, and go for my cotton go again, it still gives me space in my inventory. I keep saying inventory, and it sounds like I'm saying infantry. Inventory. I can still utilise my inventory. That's fine. So even if I filled up my roof racks, if I filled up my rear thing, my side pods, I still have my inventory as well. So that will all fill up, no problem at all. So I just thought I would just share that with you all before I move on. So funnily enough, this was the clip I was talking about in the previous bit of the video. So this is carrying on from the last episode, and this is my Tuz with my roof rack without anything in it because I hadn't gone back out and I still have a fiddle around and try and sort out the garage and do some changes and things like that. But I only had on this vehicle 50 spare parts, and to build the bridge, and it's actually a double bridge, required 150. So at this point I put my 50 in, didn't have anything left, so I end up just fording the rivers. They're pretty deep, with winches and stuff like that. But I only recorded little short sharp clips of this bit to move forward. So, into the next section. This is... I've jumped straight to I haven't placed my other one. This is the echo sounding that I've got to do. This is something different. We haven't done this before. We did the thing where we had to check on the fish. We've got to find stuff in the water. This is a lot more random, this one. This doesn't make any sense. There's nothing showing of what I should be doing. I've got 3 attempts to find what's in the water. Whereabouts would I be looking? It's nothing obvious. It's not like there's something glinting in the water you can see. I don't know how many I've got to find either. I know I've got 3 attempts. Is it find all necessary underwater objects by selecting scan? Oh, there we go. We got 1. We got 1. So that's by the edge. Is it going to be like in the middle, at the edges? I don't know. I suppose this is going to be just, yeah. So that's that 1. This is going to be trial and error until you find them, isn't it? Unless you're lucky enough to just jump straight in and bang, 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 find them. But obviously, if you watch this video, when you come to do this task, if you've watched it, and I've found all the required things, then you'll know exactly where they are. So I suppose what I'm going to do now, I think I'm going to have to spend a bit of time doing this, because I'm not going to just miraculously find them. All I'm doing is just going over the same one again, just so I know where it is in my head. And this is just going to be random searching, isn't it? Do it in blocks and work your way around until you find them, and then it'll be a memory game of remembering whereabout. Why don't I keep going back to the same one? I know that's there now. So as you've just seen, we tried to cross over. There's a bridging point. I only had 50 spare parts. It needs 150. I can't find any other airdrops. So if I can find another airdrop with some spare parts, I'll bring some more. That'll put a couple of bridging parts over. But all I did, I went into the deeper water because I've got a hydrologist. It means you can ford minus 100% damage. You don't have to worry. Stuck a winch onto a tree, pulled myself out on both of the little bits. I'll show you on the map where that was. So that was coming across this way. So we came round and down here. We got to this point. There's a little crossing point there. It says bridge and bridge. It took 50 of the 150 needed. So I just plunged into the water, pulled myself out. Just there, you saw me doing I was just looking for, it wanted you to do an echo sounding, and it was finding rubbish in the water. So now we're at this one, and I'm hoping this is the last part of what we need to do. There we go. 23 grand. Not bad at all. So that's that one, complete water composition. There's the second one on Unshakable Island that we can do. This might have unlocked another one, actually. If we get reward and head back to our headquarters, we can have a look and see if there's any more unlocked. I'm hoping it becomes an exponential curve in that each one might unlock more. So because we're not on that, we're on that Unshakable Island. Oh, interesting. Oh no, it has. Yep, because we had the two, the one we just did, and we had so many heads. Now, not all hermits live in huts has come up as well. So we've got some more to do. So I'm deciding now that's normal, that pays 15.4, that pays 13.8. That one does say it needs 2 trucks though. That one just needs a scout. So I might jump on that one first. Like I said, I might do a couple off screen. I haven't really decided what to do. We're up to 194,570. So the other thing I'm going to do from here, I think, if we come out, I might go into my garage and just check and see if there's any more upgrades and stuff I can do on any of my vehicles. So I might do some of those off camera, just to pick up any odds and ends that I need. And then I'll see you in a little while when I've decided what I'm going to do next, because I'm not quite sure at the moment. Too many choices. I have made my decision, and hopefully, if I remember, I'm going to put a card to a video. I've been doing a load of work in my garage on my vehicles, upgrading stuff, and I made a discovery. So I've done a video on the garage and interpreting the garage menus, and I've shown it. Did I show it already on here? Might have done. Anyway, so I've made some upgrades, so you'll notice some changes in my vehicles. But under here, we're going to go to Unshakable Island again, and I'm going to do the Not All Hermits Live in Huts. Hopefully this will be a quick one. I want to, like I say, I want to try and unlock some more, and I want to get some. What's the rewards on this? I want to get some rock crawler kit, suspension upgrade, outpost no reward. I want to get a vehicle. I want to get to a point where we get a contract where we get a vehicle. But it doesn't seem to be happening. So click on that. We need an operator. So we need a specialist drone operator and we need a scout. So you'll notice when I click on that now, I've got stuff in my roof racks and side panels and all the cool stuff. Inventory, I'm going to put one of those, 2 of those, 1 of those. Haven't had to use it yet. We should be all right. Spare parts. Fuel. We've got 105 litres of additional fuel now, rather than the 15 litres or sometimes 30. So we've got more reserve fuel than we've got in the tank. So we've got plenty of fuel. We should be okay. Come out of there, and we go to that, and we need an operator. Let's go with Akane Ishida. Click on that. We've had no upgrades for any of those yet, have we? No, we haven't. Right, deploy. Let's see, we've only got 1 outpost on here, and I think we've got to head all the way up to here. So we've got to go, whether or not I go along the spine, or whether I do what I did before and come down, follow along this side. That might be a little bit easier, actually. I was thinking of coming back down this way, and then follow through the forest and back up the way we came. But actually, let's go a different route, take in some more land that we haven't been on. So start expedition. Let's crack on. Like I said in the last episode, earlier in this episode, because I'm recording this in so many chunks, I've got so much stuff going on. Let's just skip time. Does that take us to the morning? That's a little bit better. I've got a new front bull bar. I've got a new rear bull bar set up. And as you can see, I've got stuff on the roof as well now. I have also got a lighting rig. So I've got my lights on now. They should be a lot brighter. We've got a light bar up the top there as well, which has been added in. So all good. Do that, that and that. Remember to put my all-wheel drive on this time because I keep forgetting. We're going to go out this way. And we're going to head off. Hopefully get there. What did I start by saying? Mine's gone, as it often does. Mind the rocks. I have to say I have found a lot more on the game so far as well. All these things, not revelations, but you sort of, as you're kind of processing what you're doing and how things are happening, there's a lot more rock crawling. I like that. I like that as a feature. I think it's really cool. We have got a lot more rock crawling. And the great thing with this is I can do that, that, and put it in low. So we should just crawl down this. So basically hill descent control. Not all vehicles have it unlocked yet, but if you have got the Cotco Canyon, it does have it. So I can take a nice slow crawl. I can, as I showed on an earlier video, you can hook the winches up, and the winches push and pull now. So if you are doing a descent like this, you can hook your winch to the back of the vehicle, top of the hill, and gradually winch yourself down or off cliffs or whatever you want to do. Forward rappelling. I'll probably be alright putting this on mid-low, but low, just make sure we take it nice and steady and nothing goes horribly wrong. So yeah, I'm really pleased now after my... It was that kind of... And like I say, I'm sure people will have commented by now once the videos are posted, but it was that thing of just missing... I just missed one detail. And because I missed that detail, I missed the option for putting stuff onto my racks and into my racks. So once I'd done that, we were absolutely sorted. Now we're looking... Have I turned too early? No, I don't think so. Oh. Oh! We have conked out. Now that's my first time doing that. So the question is, I can't remember. It's inventory. So you can... Oh, so that's basically how it works. So this is my first time using it. Haven't used it yet. So you use your jack screw, and if you've done that and you haven't got an autonomous winch, well, there we go. That's something new to have a look at. We haven't done this before. This is my first time. We can do rotate the car to put it in position so it doesn't roll over again. We can change, it says car height, but I think that's happy where it is. I'll say it's happy where it is. Yeah, so I'll put it there. That's how the jack screw works. But I've only got one left now, so I can't afford to do that again. That's my own silly fault. I should have gone a little bit further on and then come down. Oh, I can't afford to do that again. Not without carrying a lot more jack screws. So that's the thing as well. If you are the sort of person you find you're rolling your vehicle a lot, when you pick your mission parameters, you might want to carry more jack screws. We haven't got to a point yet. We've got no trailer options yet. I've had nothing so far. There's no because there's no sort of garage as such. Not like on SnowRunner. You've got no trailer area where you go and hook up to scout trailers. I haven't found anything like that out on the maps. There's been no fuel bowsers. There's airdrops. So I don't know whether or not in that situation whether we will get an option for trailers and you can have more jack screws and stuff. And like I say, I haven't encountered it yet. That's not to say we won't, but I haven't yet. Now, can we go up onto there? Or do I need to go round along the coastline? Oh, that's what I started to say. Let's do that. What I am utilising more, which I haven't done for quite a while. Oh, that's because I came down and I crossed here before on that previous mission when I was doing the hydrology. We can probably go along the coast there, or cut up around here maybe. Another mission there. I think we might go up. So yeah, what you can do, and what I don't do very often, but I should be doing more of, is setting myself waypoints. I'm only doing waypoints if I've got a lot of turns. If there's a specific place on the map, if I locate a place, like I did when I did this one here, I had to just climb up this scree slope. Because I was coming along the spine here, all I did was set myself a waypoint at the bottom of that scree slope. So I knew as I got to here, the direction I needed to head to get to that bottom of the scree slope and up. But again, it's you know, how you want to do it is entirely up to you. Just thinking, can I get up there as I am? It's a horrible little shelf just there, isn't there? This could be where I roll it over again, although we have got a tree up the top. I wonder if we can just winch and hoik ourselves up. We can. Let's go around that way a little bit. I'm just concerned about this bit here, this bump. No. Oh, I'm so glad I had that winch attached. That would have been both Jack-Scews gone. I know it's weird, I was only saying a little while ago. I've gone through how many missions I've done already now. 5 on the test map, the training map, 6 on Carpathians, and hadn't rolled my vehicle once. So, unless we come across something particularly wow, something that stands out, something awesome, I'm going to head out towards the Hermit. I didn't say about delivering him stuff, that's the point. Sweeten the deal first by delivering supplies to him. So I don't know if we have to give up some of our supplies. I'd appreciate that and be more receptive to our request. It just says visit the monastery. It didn't say a requirement was to pick up any supplies of any sort, did it? So anyway, looks quite grassy, quite okay. So unless something magical or tragical happens, I'll see when we get close to the monastery. We are beginning our ascent up towards the monastery. It was a fairly uneventful. It didn't look too bad. It was mostly grassy bits like this, a couple of twists and turns. We'll see what we've got to do when we get up there. I don't know if this is where we've got to gather supplies, then go to the hermit, or this is where the hermit lives. But we'll find out when we get up here. Take a photo of the ancient monastery. That's what I've got to start doing. I keep forgetting. If I just press X, I can do my handbrake without having to go R1 and X. I can't. Got to remember that. So much easier. Do I have to go somewhere? Take a photo of the ancient monastery. Oh, so not this one. So this is the hermit's hut. The ancient monastery is... Oh, okay. So without putting the drone up, I'm not sure. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that. Let's get the drone up. Have a quick look in that direction. Survey the ground. Doesn't look too bad actually. If we can cut, there's a little track there. If we can cut through the trees, head out that direction. We've got a grassy slopey bit here, which will take us up over there. That doesn't look too bad in that direction, or up over there. A little bit swampy in that direction, but again not too bad. And we get a bit further up there, it looks like there's a little crook in the little ridge over there. We may be out ahead in that direction. So that, hopefully, will be alright. So you can see we've opened up a little bit where the drone's just gone, so we can head off. Yeah, little crook there in that ridge will head that direction. So, again, hopefully... nothing too untoward. Handbrake off. Watching out for tree stumps. Been quite a couple of times. little bit of engine damage when you hit a tree stump. We are below half on our fuel, so that's something to be aware of as well. Keep an eye on that. I mean, if we run out, we run out, and then I'll just top up my reserves, but I'd rather not run out. It's embarrassing, isn't it? Should have turned up a bit earlier. Will I get between those? Yeah. No problemo. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm coming up on the location. Again, fairly uneventful drive through. Assuming... Actually, I can't assume anything. I don't know where this is. Take a photo of the ancient monastery. I'm assuming it's up on the hill, is it? We'll find out when we get there. Will it give me the option to scan or photo? So start scanning. Do that and that. Let's do that. Ah, okay. Where is it? Zoom right out. So remember, we need to go green on the left, green on the bottom. I want to get to the direction. There we go, ancient monasteries in that direction. So you want green in the direction you're heading. We then want to zoom in. So we want to go... Oh, that's saying it's right. And now focus. Until we hit green. Does that seem right? Apparently. Let's have a go. So, take photo. And continue. That's it. Expedition complete. 15.5 grand. Actually, that wasn't too bad at all, was it? We took less damage. Used Jack-Screw more than 3 times. It was our first deployment. It was our first Jack-Screw deployment. We did all right. We'll head back. Bit more money in the coffers. Actually, that's not bad at all, is it? Let's see if that's unlocked a new one. Let's go back to here. Oh, doesn't seem to have done. We've still got the balance of nature open on that one. And so many heads. So it hasn't opened up actually hasn't opened up another one at all. So many heads on there, which I assume we've probably got to do that. So do I do another one on Unshakable Island, or do I go back to Slip Rock Swamps? We'll check on this just to make sure, just in case anything's unlocked there or there. But I think we've got to open those up before we're going to get any contracts on there, which will mean the Dormant Volcano, we know where the point is to go, but Mountain Labyrinths, unless that's off of that map. I'm just trying to think actually. But if you click on that, it shows you on there, doesn't it? The map to the right. You can see where you come onto Unshakable Islands. On the right hand side of that map, if we go onto Slip Rock Swamp, we've got 2 locations it's showing, which is interesting because I think we've gone out the one at the top left, but there's also the one on the boat that should be shown, which isn't showing yet, unless it's maybe because it's not unlocked yet. If we go down to Mountain Labyrinths, there's only one coming in. So I was thinking, do you go from one into another? But I don't think we do. And then Dormant Volcano, again, there's one coming in. So it's all got to come off of the main Slip Rock Swamps, as far as I'm aware. That kind of makes sense. So again, time-wise, what do I do? Do I do another one on Unshakable or go back to Slip Rock Swamps? I suppose nothing to. Actually, let's look at the contract and let's see what we get. Oh, sorry. Go to there. Show all rewards. Side mounting racks miscellaneous as an upgrade. Doesn't say anything about a vehicle. I just want one that's going to do us a vehicle. Balance of nature. Oh, there we go. That's the one to do. Gateway to Mountain Labyrinths is what opens up on that. That opens a new outpost for us. Rock crawler kit suspension. So module expanded parking. Nice. So that is probably the one to do. We'll go back to Slip Rock Swamps. I don't know how difficult that's going to be to do. Let's close that. What do we need? Off-road, watery terrain, hydrologist, and hydro monitoring system. It depends which one it puts us on, which of our start points to get to it. But I reckon that's the Jiminy Cricket. That's the one we're going to do. So we'll go with our... Let's go with action. That's the best shout. Cargo, we need that, and then we need just one of those. I think we need, yeah, because the thing's gone now. Do I want some extra fuel? Yep, let's go with an extra fuel. A couple of extra fuels, why not? Just to make absolutely certain that's that done. And then we'll come out of there and we'll go to there, and we need a hydrologist. So let's go with Anwar Farsi. He's our regular for the moment. We haven't unlocked anyone else. And deploy. So, is it going to place us near to where we need to be or not? We'll start at the northern and see where it's put us, and then we can see from there where we go. I'm going to have to check my time again in a minute because obviously editing these together. I always worry if I take on a new contract and it's one that takes too long. I don't like to split them, but sometimes you don't have a choice. So where are we and where have we got to go to? We are heading... Oh, that's where we've got to head to. Is it? So why has it put us all the way over here when we could go to the eastern outpost and go straight from there? That makes more sense, doesn't it? Explore the area. 15%. Have we done that one already then? Okay, well let's click on that. I mean, that's going to cost us £3 to jump over there, which will save us. I mean, that's not a horrendous journey, is it? I suppose, but that would save us so much time. Can we get out of here though? Yeah, probably. We'll find a cross. You know what? I'm just going to head off. Let's see what happens. As I always say, what's the worst that can happen? So I've got a few upgrades on this. Got some bolt-on sort of side skirt bits on there. We've got all our stuff in the back. At least by the end of this we might be able to unlock the next map. It's always good to have a bit of a read of what's going on. Nope. Second Jack-Scews deployment. This is not something I've done. No! 2 in the same episode. Inventory. Jack-Scews. Oh, so there's our height. I don't want to... How do I bring that back down again? Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's a nightmare. First Jack-Scews deployment. Not good. Place. No! Please rock. Please rock back. Oh, I didn't realise it was off the ground. That is soft there. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't check this route as well as I should. Oh, blimey, hang on. Okay. Engine off, drone up. Is there a route down here? Not so much. That looks a little bit smoother out to our side. And then... Does it look like a crossing there? Oh, that looks like a waterfall. That looks a little bit naughty. A bit further down. I don't think there is a crossing point, you know. How are we going to get out there? What have I done? What have I done? There's a question mark there. So maybe... Oh, I don't know. I should have just paid to jump over there, shouldn't I? Should I just bite the bullet and pay? Please move me over there this time. Recovery. Are we there? I know, I know. I could have done that straight away and it wouldn't have had any impact at all. So from here then... Nothing happened, nothing to see here, everything is absolutely fine. No need to worry at all. How do I even get out of here? These locations, these maps are they're so difficult. I know they're supposed to be, but blimey. Can I go? Oh, don't really want to go up over that, do I? So it's going down into there, out into there, up over there. This is quite a... Even that's going to be a bit of a thing. So I need these specific locations. Let's add that one to there. Then we need to go through that gap there. No. What do we do there? That was weird. Add destination. Then we need to come up to this ridge there. And then we should be able to scan from there. That's the plan. We'll see how well that turns out. Lights. So we are heading in that direction. Please don't roll it again. Assuming we can get through the trees, of course. And don't make this a multi-part job. Just let us get there, get it done, and open up this next map. In the next episode, we're going to have a look on there, see what jobs we've got come up on that one. Or is that going to be another one where it'll unlock it and then we've got to find it? Go around the map until we find the location, which was what happened last time. But that could be an episode in its own right, can't it? There we go. Then round, without rolling it over, do I go all the way around that way? Or into the bottom and back out again? I think maybe into the bottom. And we'll bung a left without rolling it, if that's at all possible. Oh, maybe not. This does not look healthy. Turn uphill. Come on. Oh, it's all going rather well. Oh, big rocks. That's proper oof moments, that is. Now, unlike a lot of the SnowRunner maps, and I'll be honest, on the SnowRunner maps you find as you start to do more and more jobs, you get more au fait with the map, you get more au fait with the routes. There are no routes on here. And I think it's going to take you a long time to kind of get au fait with the maps. I think every time you're going to come on here, it's going to feel different. It's going to feel like a new route, a new map. Depending on what job you're doing, of course. Oh, that looks a little bit treacherous. Probably should have come in from the bottom rather than come up the side. I need to turn uphill sooner rather than later. Oh, no. Come on, that way. No, doesn't want to go past that rock. That way. There we go. Now, I could be lowering my tyre pressures to give me better traction over the rocks and that kind of stuff, but at the moment we're doing alright. If I get to a point where I get stuck, then I'll put it in low range, put diff lock on, that kind of stuff, but for the time being we seem to be doing alright. Just going to find a nice way down here without crunching anything. And now we're heading up that way. Stump. No, hit stump. It's just a waypoint. I don't think this is not a swamp, is it? Right, explore the area. So stop there, handbrake on, engine off, device, drone, 44 it's saying. Let's go out ahead of us. We should be pretty much in the centre of it. And then I'll work my way around. Again, we've done this before on various different episodes. If this is the first one you're watching of mine, you get the drone up to explore the area. And you go around and go up, down, however you want to go around it. And there's an area we've got to just have a look at. You often find you'll go around and, oh, look. If you remember any of the screenshots that they showed, that's one of the screenshots. That overarching cliff bit, where you probably put a bridge up across there as well. Anyway, I hope I don't have to go that way. That would be a nightmare. Right. Please don't make me go that way. I don't want to. Okay, so our monitoring, our scanning is done, and you can see those markers over there. Guess where I've got to go? Through that gap, which I think is going to require some bridge crafting as well. So I hope I've got enough spare parts, or I'm going to come out and come back in again, which I don't. Like I said, that's a problem I'm finding with the game, is that you can't save it and come out of the game and come back exactly where you were. The last time, I say that, last time I did it, it put me back to the main menu. The mission seemed to be still partially completed, but I had to go through the whole route again, which seemed a little bit crazy. So look at the map, we are here, we will go through that gap there, and that's where we've got to head out to. So we've got to install the hydro monitoring system, then scan the first swamp and the second swamp with the echo sounder, which is the above thing we've done with fish. We did it with finding rubbish in the river before. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to double check my timings. Hopefully we can get that completed before the end of the episode. We won't get on to actually going, if we do unlock the map and complete it, but we should, fingers crossed, at least be at the point where we can move on to that in the next episode. That's the plan. I'm not sure what it is I've got to do next, but I think we've got to build a bridge. Now, I don't know if I've got... I hope it's only something like 50 or 75 spare parts, because I don't think I have enough spare parts. There might be another route round, but I think this is the way to go, isn't it? Of course it is. I might be out of Jack-Scews as well, because I can't afford to roll this over. Otherwise that could be mission failure. I haven't actually done it yet where I bring multiple vehicles, which I probably should do. So deliver spare parts, my spare parts. Oh, brilliant. So I've got 150 spare parts because in my roof rack I put extra fuel and extra spare parts and it only requires 75. So if I hold to deliver all, boom. Oh, it doesn't build a bridge, it just cleared the way. Oh, okay, I was hoping for bridge building. So unlike SnowRunner, again, this may be the first video you're watching, but if you watched all the other ones I've posted so far, SnowRunner, you bring stuff out to deliver. So you'll bring cargo, it might ask for wood, lumber, metal beams, whatever it is, to clear blockages, that kind of thing. This one, a lot of it is spare part work. So for crafting those bridge spans, as we've just seen here, and this is my first time doing that particular task. So what I'm hoping is, all this job will be is what we're doing. We needed a hydrologist, we needed the gear. I'm hoping once we get out there and we deliver these two items, so we deliver the item, we do the 2 echo soundings, that will be this contract complete. Now what that means for if anything finding unthinkable islands presenting to go by, it may not actually unlock it. We may have to then go onto the map and find the location of the gateway and then go from there. Or actually, you know what I'm going to do now? Let's just do that and that. We'll put the handbrake on, do that, and I haven't used the binoculars very much. Is that a thing? An upgrade? I'll mind you though. Oh, it says 27. It's not like the other side of the hillside. Still got the lights on. No, no, no. If I roll over now, I'm in so much trouble. Please let the upgrade be another Jack-Scews. Oh, looks like someone's come a cropper there. Upgrade location discovered. Nice. Get upgrade. What is it? Military derived scout engine. What's it for? The Khan 39 Marshal, which we haven't even come close to unlocking. Okay. Well, that doesn't help, does it? Not at the moment. So, I really hope I get there without rolling this over again. I don't know if I'm just getting a bit more blasé. I think in my the earlier videos, when it was all new, everything was new, I hadn't really done very much, we hadn't unlocked very much, you're very, very cautious, and then you get used to what your vehicles are capable of, and finding how well they're going over terrain or not going over terrain, make a few adjustments, a few adaptations to them, upgrade them a little bit. Whether on the last episode I just got a little bit too carried away, and that's why I ended up rolling twice. With different vehicles. Ah, now this looks a little bit swampy. Are we going to be okay to get across? We've got our low range, we've got winches, we've got various different things. Let's just stop there, do that and that, and let's just check on the map. So, put the drone up. We might have to do a bit of island hopping, so maybe I'm just thinking that one to get us to that one, and then we'll see from there. But again, if we want to, we can sing the drone up. So I'm thinking, like I said, out across this one. The gaps between the two, hopefully they're not too deep. We got the echo sound, it doesn't actually look too deep. So across that one, out across this one here to there, then from there out across that to that one, and then hopefully back across. We can probably come back across here and out along the main bit. We'll work our way across it. We should be okay. I think that way looks okay. But you can never be certain in these situations. If we start to get bogged down. Should I be using the echo sounder more? Probably. Let's do that, that, that. We haven't got a tree opposite. We've got that one. Let's go to that one. Touch the right one. That's better. It's disconnected. Probably should have just left that one, shouldn't I? never winch to the one you want it to. Directly ahead of me. That's where I wanted to winch to. Never mind, we got through. Right. So in this episode, I'm hoping to either find the gateway or at least get into the next map. That's the plan. But you know the rule. If you watch my videos on SnowRunner, Farming Simulator, any of my videos, no plan survives contact with MrSealyp. That's the rule. Always seems to be the case. Now, can I get up onto there easily? Or should I skirt around without rolling it over? Luckily we've got a high-ish snorkel, not the highest, but so this is a scanning engine. That start scanning. Oh, okay. So this is another one of those ones where you've got to find all the underwater objects by selecting scanning points, but there's nothing, there's no clues to tell you along the shoreline, so it ends up being just a case of trial and error. And you do your 3 options. Right, we found one. So where it says try again, it was about there, wasn't it? There you go. See that object just underneath? Right. Oh, was that it? Huge pile of garbage in the swamp. Now that's weird. That didn't complete. Because that's still showing. So scan the first swamp area, scan the second swamp area. We've just done one. It's gone off of here, but it hasn't gone off the mission. Which they normally do. Okay. Right. Let's go with that. Chug our way across. We're burning a fair amount of fuel. Tree stump there. Avoid the stump. Okay, so we've now got one here. So just by chance I found that one down there. So hopefully with that one, and was it here? There we go, successful scan. Come back out. Well, that's the second one down. It still hasn't come off the... Normally they disappear off that bit at the top right. They go from there. They haven't, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is just from where we are, look at my potential route. See where it's shallower. You can see the darker areas there. So if I come off of this little island and across that middle bit maybe. It looks to be deep in certain places. But we have got, because we chose a hydrologist, well we had to, it was part of the job, wasn't it? To have a hydrologist, we can ford and not cause any damage. As far as I'm aware. That has been the case so far. Do I go off the end and risk rolling it? It seems to be quite steep. Nope, don't do tyre pressures. See, pressing the wrong buttons again. I'm thinking if I go to that winch point there, winch at the same time, so hopefully it will stop it. Nope. It doesn't get any jammier than that. I mean, no jammier than that. I was hoping that, because I thought it might tip over. I went off there too fast, but I could have probably just gone down slowly. I was hoping if I could pull on the winch at the same time, it would stop it doing that. If that had not gone down, because under my inventory, I'm out of jacks, I could not have turned myself back over. So, we'll chalk that up to just an absolute result. Although it looks like my wing mirror might be a little bit worse for wear. Hoping I can turn a bit. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Now we'll do that. Fingers crossed. Deliver supplies. Monitoring system. Please be job complete. Whew. So, gateway to mountain. That's unlocked, apparently. So, let's get our rewards. We'll head back to headquarters, add some more money back in, and we'll see what that's going to entail, shall we? So, clicking on there. Mountain Labyrinths. That's the one we've got. Whirl of Activity. So another hydro monitoring system. So, conditions, travel to another map. So this is what we had before. So you don't jump straight to Mountain Labyrinths. What I think will happen is when we click on that mission, pays 20,500, that's pretty cool. Off-road vehicle would probably use the same one again, maybe. But yeah, what we're going to have to do, I think, is it'll put us in either on Shakeable Island. I think it's going to put us in on Slip Rock Swamps. Then we've got to find it. So unfortunately, that is where I'm going to leave it. On the cusp. Leave you hanging, excited. We will go on to World of Activity on the next episode and travel to another map. Hopefully we will get out there onto Mountain Labyrinth. We'll see what it's like. But anyway, with the dramas we've had in this episode, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.